Okay, now what is this? Dr. Disrespect is speaking again. Hold on, let me fix my cam. A month ago, the idea of Dr. Disrespect breaking his silence would have been laughable. The doc persona invented...
Kanem Fabi told me to send you this skeptical.
Alright, real quick. Okay, it's a really, really big picture. Parad Shop. Thank you for the 6 months. They're just talking about who he is. He was removed without warning. Had a lot of followers and subs. He was somber and measured in his responses. Been dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, he told them. You know, my wife and I both. This is our livelihood. We work really hard to get to this point. Let's just say I've felt all the emotions that you could possibly feel. Maintains he still doesn't know why Twitch effectively voided his contract. Just a few months into a 2-year exclusive, however you pronounce that word. We don't know. It was a total shock. Imagine showing up to work and the doors are closed and you can't get inside. Really? This goes against everything Slasher's been saying, right? Like, why would Slasher know if the you have been told, but he keeps saying this. Twitch didn't tell us. We weren't given the answer, which is not the same as we don't know what the answer is, right? It is possible he's just saying, yeah, Twitch hasn't told me anything. But he suspects he knows what's up, right? He said he learned the news while watching a friend's stream. He noticed that some of the features normally available to him were not present. He sent an email. In the reply, the company informed him of their action but did not provide a reason. They've said virtually nothing on the matter. They were not privy to any additional info. The fuck? And then Discord removed them. Their program did not require Beam's active participation. It simply verified his presence on the platform, blah, blah, blah. Discord told the post that partners are held to a higher standard than typical users and issued a statement similar to that of Twitch. They must abide by a code of conduct, and when violations occur, we take the appropriate action. Nice. Spend time with his family to focus on his family. Well, this says almost nothing. This whole article says almost nothing. The break between Beam and Twitch also comes amid reckoning and misconducting the blah blah blah, sexual abuse, blah blah blah. No allegations have been made against Beam. Beam declined to address any specific theories, reiterating that Twitch has not communicated the rationale for the removal to either him or his team, and frequently pointing to the support of his subscribing audience. It just goes back to just me not being interested in engaging crazy speculation. Read this one. What's the difference here? They're asking what he plans to do next. It's been almost 3 weeks since you were banned. I imagine it's very frustrating. What's been going on? Sure, I mean, well, a lot of stuff, obviously. But a whole bunch of... You know, while it's unfortunate that I'm off Twitch, we're definitely working behind the scenes on what a doctor return might look like. In terms of specific, we're not interested in exclusive at this point. We're exploring our options, and honestly, I just can't wait to get back into character soon. Okay. What was it they said again? Doc is done, and not just on Twitch. When you say you're not interested in an exclusive, can you clarify? Well, let's just say all the cards are on the table. I'm more focused on just making sure whatever we do next, whether this platform or not, it's the right for the community and the Champions Club that follows me. He's even considering streaming independently on his championsclub.gg website. So it's going to end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's going to end up having to make his own video streaming platform now because they left him with no choice. This is so weird. Why didn't you give people an update just to say hi, even if you had nothing concrete to say? Well, to be honest, okay, so we got the news, you know. It was a total shock. Imagine just going to work one day. It's the same thing, okay. That's the way I discovered it too. I was in a buddy stream and some of the features started turning off. I was more kind of shocked, like what just happened. And both my wife and I are just going like, what's going on? So that's kind of how things kind of went down. God, I can hear his voice in my head. And then from there, you're sort of just digesting it. You're still not getting any answers. So that's kind of why I wouldn't have known what to say, you know? We're putting out one tweet, one statement. And that's kind of where things are at. I understand you have a lot of business arrangement consider too, like the TV show you're working on with Skybound, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff that in the terms of thinking. It's still not a lot of meat in this interview, right? They're all just saying, oh, he doesn't know what's going on and he's trying to figure out where to go next. That's like the whole article. We're ready to go. We're excited to take the next steps and I'm really focused on the community. We got lots of stuff planned, projects in the works. Yeah, continue on, baby. So why would he say all of this thing if he made something really, really bad, something really, really illegal, and would have to escape off of the internet forever? Why would he go out in interviews and say that he's got lots of content planned and that he doesn't know why he would get banned? I'm just trying to understand, because I'm trying to figure out if he's just covering, if he's doing a big cover-up. The only way I could see, if we're going down the route that he did something really, really bad and he should have been canceled, the only way I can see this working then is that it's a huge cover-up, right? It's the huge cover-up and he believes he's going to get away with it. And this interview that he's provided now after 3 weeks is because his lawyers are saying they think that he's going to get away with it. And another reason why no one seems to be able to leak what is going on is because they're keeping a tight lid on it and they've got a very powerful legal team that will fuck anyone who leaks straight up the ass. That's one of the explanations I see, and the other explanation is that it wasn't actually that bad, and the people reporting and saying that he's done forever were misinformed, or they weren't getting the whole picture, and it was speculation or whatever, and it turns out it was some stupid legal thing. But I don't understand what that stupid legal thing would be that would make Twitch take this extreme action. That's the thing. Like, seeing this extreme action from Twitch, let's say it's the idea that he talked about joining a different platform, or let's say it's the idea that he did some kind of breach of contract. I don't know if Twitch would want to cancel him all, like, completely like that. Slasher isn't necessarily a liar, guys. He could just have a bad source. I don't think Slasher would ever lie. That's just my opinion, but I don't think he would ever lie, but he could be misinformed and he could have been speaking out too soon and stuff. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that is what could have happened. Farming likes, maybe. Yes, Nim. Now fetish Reddit recap. No, I already got called out for reacting too much. I can't. And Twitch is just cut off contact. They never provided you a reason. This is also, isn't this incredibly unprofessional? Like, even, like, say the doc, like, murdered someone. Isn't it still the professional thing to go, you murdered someone and we don't want to work with you, right? This is, like, seems like really childish. But I think they just really, really, really want to cover their ass in case the whole thing leaks, I suppose. He says, I guess. I don't know. Anyone could be lying at this point. That seems crazy. To ban one of his most famous popular streamers and not even tell them what they did wrong? Yeah. That's the kind of mind-blowing thing about all of this. Obviously, for legal counsel, I have to be careful here. But I can say, however, that I will not be returning to Twitch. So, I mean, that's it. Trying to take the best appropriate steps possible. There are things behind the scenes in terms of a legal standpoint that I can't. That's where it's at. I want to go on social media and say the wrong thing or the right thing, whatever it is. And like, we made our statement, and that's, you know, that's where things are at now. As we build a game plan to make this doc comeback, still kind of in the works. All right. It's basically saying the whole thing over and over again. Are you taking legal action against Twitch? We are considering taking legal action. That's also interesting, though, right? And that kind of... Why would he do this if he has no ground to stand on? Why would he get this cocky? Like, say that he did something really, really terrible and he doesn't want it to leak. Wouldn't doing something like this bring a lot of attention to it and potentially open up the risk of leaking? Wouldn't you only do this if you felt like you were wronged? Twitch will be... Why are you guys panic jumping Twitch closing down? You're all on Twitch right now. What the fuck are you guys gonna do then? Short Amazon stocks. Dude, Amazon is just a... Twitch is just a fucking little speck in the vast universe that is Amazon. Amazon is fine with or without Twitch. Go to Facebook. We would go back to... Only boomers will remember back in 2010 when there was no established streaming platform. Right? 2010.
I mean, look at all these wide motherfuckers in the chat.
When I wanted to watch StarCraft 2, I'd go to teamliquid.net and I'd look at the streams over there. And one of the links would send you to Livestream, one of them would send you to Ustream, one of them would send you to Justin TV. You just take your pick, man. Nice Beaver, a whole 3 years. Much love back to you, buddy. Hope I get to see you soon, man. Hope you're doing well as well. They all look like my free cams. Yeah, the old layouts was so weird. I remember I always found Justin TV weird because the emotes were actual people's faces. They used actual pictures for emote. Which, when you think about it, is a very, very uncommon thing to do. Like, how many websites does that? Instead of, like, an emoji that's, like, really excited, they just had a guy. Like, they just had a picture of a guy just going, oh! It's really strange when you think about it. When do you think we might ever have a definitive answer as to the reason why you were banned? Honestly, we just don't know. This reminds me of the start of Dawn of the Dead. Do you think that Twitch singled you out because maybe it felt you were too controversial for its platform? Honestly, I don't know. You know, I've been very transparent with those around me and my community over the past few years. I'm not a perfect person. I've made some mistakes. He's farming emotes. But if anyone knows me, follows me, I've stepped up and I've taken full responsibility each and every time. And that's true. And behind the scenes, behind the curtains, a lot of people don't understand how much work I've put into becoming a better person for myself and my family, as well as the businesses. I'm committed to investing in being and continuing to be a better person and investing in creative projects around the dock. My focus now is just continuing the momentum and returning to my chair, hanging out with the Champions Club and launching a couple fun creative experiences. Dude, imagine if he switches to a different platform and keeps spitting solid memes, keeps delivering Shungite level memes, and we will no longer be allowed to meme about it. What kind of torture will that be? I want to talk about that. First of all, you recently ruffled a few feathers after sharing a video during Dr. Thomas Cohen, and he was talking about some coronavirus theories. You've been open recently and sharing some of your thoughts about coronavirus and relating it to things like 5G networks. Even on your last stream, you were talking about David Icke and his documentary. I'm curious, bringing up those thoughts. And I think it's okay to call them controversial. Did that ever result in Twitch saying anything or warning you? No. So you don't think that might be the case? I don't think so. In fact, and then his publicist says, we're getting really close to dangerous territory here. So, you know, Doc, we don't know why Twitch banned him. And there's no formal warnings or reprimand on record. That's all legal is going to let him say. There's no way Twitch would cut ties over a few Shungite things. You guys think so? Maybe it's a big conspiracy, guys. It's just, out of all of the reasons for him to get banned, this one just... I just cannot buy it. He's more than just Shungite. Okay, so cancel that David Icke guy then. Like, Donald Trump got suspended for 2 weeks off of Twitch, right? Because he stepped out of line. I don't even know exactly what he did. I guess he was just Donald Trump. But, permanently cut ties and refund subs? That's like... That means they think whatever he said then, if we're going down that route, was even worse than what Donald Trump says. Test it yourself. See if you get banned. I bought a whole bunch of Shungite. You guys know what Shungite is? Anybody know what Shungite is? A million people have read that copy pasta, actually. What's the other thing? David Icke. David Icke? David Icke. Okay, here we go. Guys. "5G causes COVID-19. Go read David Icke's book. I'm fucked. Nice meme, Nim. Wait, where's my... Shit, it fell apart. I wanted to clip it and ship it, but okay. There's 4 staff in chat? Uh-oh. I don't know. I just can't believe it. I have one question that's semi-related because there's also this current climate online of people coming forward to share stories of sexual harassment and abuse in games industry. Twitch recently has banned several streamers who have been out as sexual harassers, abusers, and otherwise toxic individuals. To your knowledge, is your Twitch ban the result of someone alleging you harassed, abused, or assaulted them in any way? Listen.
This is a little bit biased, Mr. Nim.
I'm not interested in engaging crazy speculation. I've seen all the theories. I've seen all the possible conspiracies. And just like I'm not interested in engaging that type of stuff. I have a great community of loyal fans, and I'm totally focused on getting back and delivering great, entertaining content. So, a non-answer. But I mean, what else would he say? Oh, could have just said no. Mango Bait Turtles, thank you for the 26 months. Okay, guys, I wanna just remind everyone that just because there's a wrench next to someone's name doesn't mean they have anything, absolutely anything to do with anything that comes to suspending streamers or any of that nature. That's a very specific part of Twitch staff. Some of them are just in charge of approving emotes or dealing with community tickets or designing the website. So just keep that in mind. Let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about me. The reboot. You're gonna have to tune in to find out. Expect Doc 3.0. We're launching new cinematic focused on pushing the envelope. Maybe you should develop the character. Maybe you should make like a villain. I guess it's a bit of a villain already. But you guys know like Ghost? How the lead singer is the same guy, but the character changes? And they make like cinematics off of it. That's kind of cool. Update Windows. No. 3.0, is that a new and reimagined Dr. Disrespect? I don't want to go into details of what it means, but when you start to look at potential sub-projects outside of the streaming space, and you combine those with the character in the streaming space, I think you're going to see his universe open up a lot. It almost sounds like a Marvel Cinematic Universe type of thing. That would be the goal. That would be the goal. Oh my. Imagine if the Doc just joins the Avengers. Yeah. Okay, now they're just kind of talking about this idea. I'm trying to wrap things up here. It's pretty interesting, though. I've gone way over time today on the stalling. And I have to leave early, so it's... Sorry, San Andreas Frogs. We're going to play, though. Don't worry. People analyzed the few minutes of you signing off because it seemed very out of character. You're watching these clips, Roblox, and then all of a sudden your tone changes. Are you able to tell me what happened? So this is the last stream you had, that clip that went viral. Why do I feel like I actually have corona now? My throat hurts. Oh god, what's happening? They sent the 5G beams on me. Quick, someone give me Shanghai. Again, I've seen all these types of theories and speculations out there, and it's gut-wrenching and disheartening, but in terms of particular piece, I could speak directly to like what was just... I was in a moment where I was just sort of talking about what was going on in the world. If people had context of that clip going into it and then coming out of it, like all I was talking about was just the state of the world we're dealing with the protests and the coronavirus and everything that was happening. But why did he start talking about it while watching a Roblox video? I don't know. I'm not sure I can buy this. It's he looks at his phone, gets different, but maybe he I don't know. Anyway, so it's like, man, and at that particular moment I was just kind of going through, you know, like, when can we break this funk of 2020? It was just me being real on stream. Is that pretty normal of you to break character like that? Yeah, I would say so. Whether it's a personal story, like it could be related to my daughter or sports, or growing up, I sometimes will step out of the fictional world of the doctor just so I could tell more of the human side story. Okay. I'm sure you can appreciate how suspicious that it looked in hindsight having this final clip of your final moment on Twitch capture. Yeah. It's interesting timing, for sure. Okay. Nim. What if his ban is just bullshit But he knows he can't do shit about it, so he just keeps it a secret to keep himself interesting, to launch his own site. So basically a PR stunt. Yeah, that's a very... definitely possible, yes. Wait. Wait, no, hold on. Let me reread what you said. What do you mean? What if his ban is bullshit, but he knows he can't do shit about it? I don't know. Everyone was watching the clip like this is the moment he found out. But you're saying it was... Yeah. Saw that. Is there a specific platform you're looking to migrate? No, we're just focused on the doc's return. I haven't made any decisions about platforms. The most important is the Champions Club. They want to see the doc back, and I want to get back. And yeah, we definitely got some decisions to make. If he did something really bad, why would he be so focused on making a comeback? Why would he try to sue Twitch? It doesn't add up. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm so confused. God. I can't take much more of this, chat. I'm going insane here. It's a cover-up? Do you think so? Anything, like any answer. I'm even willing to believe the Shungite thing at this point. I wouldn't give it much credit, but I'm believing almost anything at this point. But I don't think that's the reason. I'd give it like a 5% likelihood of being the reason. It had a lot of ups and downs. Maybe it's more so than any other streamer. Part of that feels very on brand for Dr. Disrespect. How does it affect you personally? Oh, they definitely affect me. They certainly affect me on a personal level. I've been challenged with anxiety for the past. I mean, high levels of anxiety I've never experienced in my life. The past couple of weeks simply because it's like, what the heck's going on?
Doc is gonna have to suck the fucking PP of the whole Twitch Dear Council.
Oh my. You know, like, what happened? It's, yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course they affect me. Part of the thing about being someone in my position is just kind of knowing that and knowing how to deal with them and in a real authentic way, making myself become knowledgeable of why I made the mistake and then bettering myself from that. And that's what I've done with each sort of instance that has occurred, not just as a doctor, but my whole life. My family, my wife, my daughter, people I'm surrounded with, the team I'm surrounded with. Alright. Wait. On one facet of this story is that I'm pretty sure you're aware of this. There are people coming forward saying they know the reason you're banned. For example, Rod Slasher, however you pronounce his last name, was on a stream just yesterday saying he knows why you're banned, but he doesn't want to say it because he fears it could make him the target of a defamation lawsuit. What do you make of that? Listen, again, I'm not interested in engaging in any of that stuff or that crazy speculation. I'll say it again. I have a great community of loyal fans, and I'm totally focused on getting back in this Champions Club. Okay, it's another non-answer. But have you made any attempt to understand what he's talking about? Like, if someone had dirt on me, even if I knew it was bullshit, I would at least want to know what they thought when they knew. Have you tried contacting him? No. See, why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't he reach out? So imagine for a second you have no idea why you're getting banned, and there's this one guy out there who says, I know why he got banned, and he's a pretty high up guy, and he also repeatedly is trying to reach you. Why wouldn't you at least entertain the idea of listening to him? So that, like, that alone to me tells me that he must know most likely why he got in trouble. But I also can buy that Twitch never told him why they banned him. I can buy that, but that's not the same as him not knowing why he got banned.